Galacticos is such a part of football's language that it seems difficult to imagine a time when it wasn't around. But it all started 17 years ago as a twinkle in the eye of a property mogul who not only wanted to take over Real Madrid, but used their greatest rival's best player to help him. In 2000, Luis Figo was the best footballer in the world, on course to win the Ballon d'Or. More than that, he was a symbol of Barcelona. He was loved in a way that few other players were, and seemed to love the club back. After Barca won one title, he dyed his hair blue and purple and sang "White Crybabies, Salute the Champions." The white crybabies in question were, of course, Real Madrid. Real, though, had won the Champions League in 2 of the last 3 seasons. For that reason, the club president Lorenzo Sanz looked certain to win the upcoming presidential election, and it would take something pretty spectacular for him to be usurped. So Florentino Perez, one of the richest men in Spain, dreamt up something just that spectacular. He would sign the symbol of Barcelona, and the player most Real fans wanted, Luis Figo. Perez approached Figo's agent with a deal that sounded too good to be true. Figo would be given around £1.6 million just to sign an agreement that he would sign for Real should Perez win the election. If Perez lost, Figo would keep the money. It sounded easy. As Perez was unlikely to win, they could pocket the cash and use it as leverage to get a better contract at Barcelona, who he didn't actually want to leave. When the deal was announced, all hell broke loose. Figo, still thinking that he would not have to move, denied the whole thing and claimed Perez was fabricating it just to gain ground in the election. "I'm not so mad as to do a thing like that," Figo said. "I want to assure the fans that Luis Figo will, with absolute certainty, be at the Camp Nou next season." Teammates Pep Guardiola and Luis Enrique assured everyone that Figo was going nowhere. Sanz dismissed it as a stunt too. Who's Florentino going to sign next? Claudia Schiffer? Perez, though, promised that it was true. He pledged that should he win and Figo not sign, that all Real members would go to the Bernabeu for free in the following campaign. He would fund this through the clause placed in the deal stating that Figo would have to pay £19 million in compensation if he did not sign. Perez's chances were regarded as so slim that Figo's people weren't worried, until, that is, Perez actually won. Figo's buyout clause was set at around £38 million, a world record fee, but for the kudos it would bring Perez, it was a bargain. Barcelona had elections of their own that summer, won by former director Joan Gaspart. Gaspart had only one chance to stop the deal: to pay the £19 million clause, or to look at it another way, pay Barca's most hated rivals the equivalent of the 5th highest transfer fee ever for their own player. "I couldn't do it," Gaspart said. "I pay for Real Madrid fans to watch them every week. I would die." Figo was presented to the public, his jersey handed over by Alfredo Di Stefano, a ghost of Barca-Real transfer sagas past. He smiled thinly, not looking thrilled at the prospect of being the world's most expensive footballer. Perhaps he was anticipating his return to the Nou Camp, for over the next 3 seasons, Figo had missiles and insults hurled at him. A banner read, "We hate you now, for we loved you then." And even a conchilla, a small pig's head, was thrown onto the pitch. Real went on to spend more and more, £46 million on Zinedine Zidane, £28 million on Ronaldo, £23 million on David Beckham, but none would be as significant as Figo, the man who broke Barca's hearts.